Hey friends.
Good morning. Welcome to Dubrovnik, Croatia.
So today our excursion and adventure is we did Dubrovnik at leisure, and we did get it with the ship. So we are headed over. What that means is we got basically a shuttle to the Pile Gate, I believe, but definitely to the Old Town, and then they gave us a cable car voucher and a voucher for a water and a tapa. Now, is that what it's called? A tapa?
Or, yeah, they call it something different when we were in Venice.
Anyway, it also says pancakes, I'm not sure. But the thing to note on this, just saying, if you hang in there, we've got a big day planned because we planned all kinds of things to do while we're there. I doubt we'll even get to everything on our list. But we will show you all the things that we do today and what we plan, and hang in there for some tips and tricks and things that we learn along the way. So let's go see Dubrovnik.
We left the port and headed to the city to explore. Dubrovnik, Croatia, often called the Pearl of the Adriatic, is an absolutely stunning coastal city known for its well-preserved medieval walls and historic Old Town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The city, which served as the filming location for King's Landing and Game of Thrones, offers breathtaking views of the Adriatic Sea, with narrow cobblestone streets, ancient fortresses, and red-tiled roofs creating a picturesque setting. Dubrovnik's rich history, vibrant culture, and crystal-clear waters make it a popular destination for travelers seeking both beauty and history, as well as fans of the iconic series. We headed into Old Town through the Pile Gate and were met by the Onofrio Fountain. I might have said that wrong, but I did try to look it up ahead of time to hopefully get it close.
It's the O-something fountain. At the big fountain here, you can fill your water bottle up here. And the water's pretty cold, so that's good.
So the first thing we're going to do are the city walls. And when you come in, if you go to the right, there is a ticket booth. It costs, at least for us here, it was 70 euros for two of us.
Visitors can walk the entire length of the walls, which is approximately 1.2 miles.
So you may recognize some of this from Game of Thrones, Star Wars, and even Robin Hood.
There are spectacular views of the Adriatic Sea and the Old Town. This walk is one of Dubrovnik's most popular tourist activities. The walls are 20 feet thick on the land side and 10 feet thick on the seaside.
One thing we purchased was an app called Guide to, the number 2, Dubrovnik, which was $2.99 and gives you all kinds of tours for here. Well worth it. And a map too.
Dubrovnik was never conquered during the Middle Ages, thanks largely to the strength of its walls. In 1979, the walls, along with the old city of Dubrovnik, were designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognizing their historical significance and architectural brilliance. These walls are not just a defensive structure, but a symbol of Dubrovnik's rich history and enduring legacy as a powerful and independent city-state. You just can't come to Dubrovnik without walking the city walls, in my opinion.
When you're up on the city wall, there are actually several little places to stop where you can get food, coffee, drinks, all of that.
So one of the things at first I was a little kind of aggravated with is that you have to pay to go to the bathroom, but you actually have an attendant in there that keeps the bathroom clean. And you think about it, the entrance into this stuff with the wall, the bathroom paying for all that stuff, it pays for the infrastructure so that it'll always be there. I can't imagine it's cheap to keep up walls that are 800 years old. So it's a pretty good deal actually when you think about it that way.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Also, it looks like you can actually get on and off the city wall with your tickets. So we should have stopped at the stop back there and got off because we want to do the cable cars, but we weren't sure if we'd be able to get back on because like on some of the things they make you give your tickets back. So we're just kind of gonna have a little walk.
Let's hold on tight.
All right, so now we're gonna definitely have to watch Game of Thrones because we're gonna have to look at all this stuff and figure out where it's at.
Now, second stop, we're headed to the cable car. You could definitely do this tour as Dubrovnik at leisure, meaning you're leisurely checking out the old town, but for us,
no,
it's Dubrovnik at let's see as much as we can see without being hindered by a tour guide. So that's what we're showing you today.
Dubrovnik at sweaty pace.
But fun. Sometimes I have to drag him.
Yeah, sometimes I have to drag her.
He doesn't want to be free. He wants to be slow. So we walked out of the main gate, took a right, walked around, and it seems like, are we going the right way? Because you're kind of going through where there's a lot of cars. There is a sidewalk, and you will come to the cable car exit on the left. One nice thing about the app is that you have a button that you can click and it'll tell you the opening times for everything.
Yeah, you definitely better bring some water with you, even, like a little bag like this to keep your stuff in, because it is hot here. It's definitely sweating.
From the cable cars at the top is definitely the best view of the city.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely want to go there.
Yes. And now our third stop is going to be the Pirat. I don't know if I'm saying that right, and that is where we're going to take a boat to the island of Lokrum. You can also kayak there, but I think for the sake of time, because we are doing the city at leisure.
Yeah. And also our boat leaves out early today, so we want to make sure that we don't get left behind because, little pro tip, if you don't show up to your boat on time, you get left behind.
More importantly, I have a facial, so we don't want to be late. Things look a lot easier on the map than they are when you're actually walking them because the streets are just little alleys.
And they're up and down a lot of stairs. If you're not good with stairs, you probably need to avoid this.
So we got tickets when we came into the little marina area, and the tickets, at this time anyway, cost us about, I think it was 54 euros. So it'll take us over, and the boat leaves every 30 minutes.
Restoring everything within. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all.
We're now on the island of Lokrum. We are going to tour around the island here and see what all they have.
There are several things to see on Lokrum Island. So if you go into the visitor center right when you get here, you can get a map, and it makes it a lot easier for figuring out the way around. But it also does have some stuff like this that'll tell you which way to go.
So we're first going to head into the monastery where there is a Game of Thrones exhibit, which everything here seems like Game of Thrones because it looks so ancient.
The island also had a beautiful beach area complete with chairs that you could even sit in.
not that warm.
So we just jumped in the Adriatic Sea. Adriatic Sea. So here's the thing, if you're over here on Locrum Island, it's a great place they have spots where you can just jump in, and then they have ladders to get out, and it feels refreshingly good.
Yeah, and it also, must be a really high salt content in the Mediterranean. That's part of it, because I noticed that I'm actually buoyant, because normally I sink like a rock. So, pretty good.
It's awesome. I wish we had more time. Again, you could definitely spend a good week here. Coming to Locrum was heads up a great idea. There are places to sit and lawn chairs and umbrellas.
Places in the shade surrounded by peacocks.
There's peacocks everywhere over here. And right now they have babies.
Like there's 10 peacocks around those people over there. And I have to say, this is probably the best water I've ever been in.
Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover, agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. Out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Let a pass.
All right, and this down behind me is what they refer to as the Dead Sea. Obviously the Dead Sea for here, not the real Dead Sea, but the Dead Sea.
Another place to swim, but unfortunately our time has come to an end on Locrum Island. I don't feel like we even saw probably a quarter of it, but it was beautiful and definitely I think the best place to go swimming too. So we are now headed back to Old Town to explore the city and do number 4, which is with our app. We are going to do a Game of Thrones tour in the old city. The last part of our exploration adventure is going to be a Game of Thrones tour on the app that we purchased.
The 8 seasons of Game of Thrones have come to an end.
We just saw this little place over here that has some kind of pastry thing that we're not hungry, but we gotta at least take a bite.
Alright, this is veal. Oh, you got you all over the game. Really good. Really unique texture. You need to go there. Do not throw your tickets out for anything you do. Carry them with you at all times until you've actually left the country, because they have ticket stops and then they check you at different points, and if you don't have your tickets, they charge you. So you got to make sure that you keep your tickets with you.
So your boat ticket is also your ticket on the island. So again, don't lose your ticket. You also need that to get back. And talking about the Locrum Island, your boat ticket is your ticket for the island, to tour the island, and also your ticket back. So again, don't throw out your ticket. So be prepared if you want to go into everything. You have to have a ticket for pretty much everything, except for just the stores. I think we spent about 150 or something like that euros.
Meanwhile, back at Be Free Acres, things were really taking shape. Our little home was looking just like that, a little home. We actually had sides on, and it looked like it was going to be a place we were going to live, which was super exciting. Not only that, Taylor and Eric took some time to go through and give us a little update while we were gone.
All right, we're here at Mom and Dad's property in their house in the rain.
And it's still raining inside.
Not as bad though. Oh, it's just half of the roof too. Look at this.
So this is the entryway here. Let's see.
This is entry. I don't. I'm getting so wet.
This is one bedroom, I guess. Is this side the master side or is the other side?
I know that's the living room because you have the vaulted ceiling and the windows. Walk through real quick.
Okay. Oh, it's dripping lots.
What?
So this is your kitchen. There's your nice big windows back there. Other big windows. This is the fireplace right there. Big window spot. They haven't framed in this last piece yet. And you got most of your roof up there. Woo, I'm getting wet. And wow, that view out the back is beautiful. And there's your back porch area there. Back porch. Wow.
All right, we have finished all of the things that we wanted to do in Dubrovnik. It was a great day, a great tour, highly recommend it, and get out there, have an adventure, and be free. See you in the next adventure. Where will we be next?
Santorini, Greece, I think.
Either Santorini or Mykonos next.
Yeah.
So stay tuned.